For my project today, I'm going to be working on this styrofoam pumpkin head for Halloween. First thing I'm doing is I'm taking this styrofoam pumpkin that I got from the Dollar Tree for $1.25. I'm going to give it a good coat of Mod Podge to seal it and then let it dry overnight. So I am now cutting out the face of the pumpkin. I have a rough outline drawn on it with a pencil, and I have my inspiration photos kind of sitting right next to me so that I can copy what I'm doing. I am going at it with the X-Acto knife, and I'm following my pattern on the face as best I can. It's styrofoam, so every now and then it kind of gets away from me, and I'm just going with it. If it's a little bigger, if it's a little smaller, it's really all good. It's coming out really well, and the X-Acto knife, you're definitely going to want an X-Acto knife to work with the styrofoam. It's kind of dense and it really helps a lot. Also, having the outline done in pencil or Sharpie or whatever is definitely a help. I'm also going to go in and kind of push down on the styrofoam with that little metal spoon that I have there to press down in so that it doesn't have that like popcorn kind of a feel. I guess that's the best way to say it. And it helps a lot because we're going to go in and paint after this. After carving and pressing down on the styrofoam, I gave it a coat of Mod Podge and let it dry overnight. I'm coming in now with some black paint, and I'm trying my best to get as close as I can to the edges. I want to really make sure at this point that there are no white spots showing. While I'm waiting for the cavity sections to dry, I just figured I would get a jump start on the hat. I trimmed what I would think the rim would be, and now I am working on the top part of the hat. I'm using tin foil to create a structure for the hat. I want it to be big, and I figured I would start small and then build onto it so that the tin foil is about the size that I want the hat to be. I'm not so concerned that it's perfect right now because I'm going to be going over it with a brown paper bag, which is also kind of stiff, but I just want the brown paper bag to have some sort of a structure to conform to, and the tin foil is perfect for that. So now I'm just working out my rim and my hat just to see if they look good, and I think the ratio looks pretty good. So I'm going to take those brown paper bag pieces out back, and I'm going to spray them with one quick coat of black spray paint. So while I'm waiting for the hat to dry, I'm coming in and I am painting my pumpkin. I have my black paint full strength. I did not water it down at all, and I am going over this pumpkin in all directions. I'm taking the black paint, and it's really kind of messy. I'm painting it on section at a time, and then I'm wiping it back with a paper towel. And if it's not light enough, then I'll come in with the baby wipe, and then I'll take some more off, and then if that's too much, I'll go back in and I'll add more paint and just repeat the process until I get the look that I am looking for. Because of the Mod Podge, it is really easy and very forgiving when I go in with this paint to add and wipe back as much as I need to. I've tried using just regular sealers on these styrofoam pumpkins, but the Mod Podge really works better. So I'm going to be putting my pumpkin head on this candlestick that I got from the Dollar Tree. And originally I was going to just glue it here, and then I remembered that it's styrofoam and you cannot use hot glue on styrofoam. So when I turned the candlestick over, I found this little hole and I stuck my dowel in it, and I'm like, oh, well, that just works perfectly. So I went with it. And while I was positioning it, one thing that was really important was I wanted the head to be kind of facing up a little bit, because I know I'm going to put a little bow underneath his chin there. So I wanted to make sure that there was just enough room for that, which there was. This candlestick worked perfectly. Also, I didn't paint or do anything to this candlestick because I knew that I was going to be covering it with the bow. So now I'm just trying to see if the hat with the tin foil and all of the things work, and that the ratio looks good and it doesn't look too big or too small. And I'm just playing with the rim because I wasn't really happy with the fact that it was just looked like a flat piece of paper. So I'm gonna fold it over, I think, and just do some hot glue to it. So I'm taking my hot glue gun and I'm just running a bead of hot glue. Nothing fancy, but I am trying to be careful since this is part of the hat that you're going to see. And I am using my little finger protectors that I got from the Dollar Tree. That's the best money I ever spent. So now I have my hot glue gun and I'm gluing down that paper bag to the tinfoil form that I made. And I just want you to notice that the more I work with that paper bag, the crinklier it gets. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but it really starts getting that texture that kind of looks like worn out leather. And it was just a brown paper bag that I used a can of spray paint, just gave it one quick coat of spray paint because I didn't want a perfect coverage, but you know, you can kind of see the brown through it. It really adds to the vibe. But I'm just taking my time and I am hot gluing the bag together, but I'm not really hot gluing it to the tinfoil itself because I want to be able to have some flexibility when I go in so that I can twist the bag, and it's looking really good. So now all I have to do is take the top of my hat and attach it to the rim. Now that my hat and my rim are attached, I'm going to come in and I'm going to put this little piece of twine ribbon that I got from, I think, Michael's. I'm not even sure. I had them for a long time. But I'm just going to wrap that around there and just attach it with a little bit of hot glue. So I took out my IOD Cameo Mold and I cast 2 of the molds. I wasn't sure at this point which one I was going to use. I had my hot glue gun out already, so I cast these with the hot glue because clay would have the tendency to, well, potential to crack, and resin is really, really expensive, so I went with the hot glue. So I gave each one of the castings a coat of black paint, and the details are really pretty. Just using that black paint, you could see how pretty it is. When working with these small pieces, what I do is I put a piece of painter's tape on the back of it, and it helps me when I'm working with these small pieces. So I'm just going to come in right now and give it a really light brush with some metallic paint just to bring out some of those details and kind of make it look like a buckle for the hat that I'm working on right now. So I decided to use the mold that was kind of like the oval shape, very pretty. I came in with this wired ribbon that I got from I think Michael's, I'm not even sure. I've had it for a really long time. And I decided to try to make a bow. I am horrible with making bows. So I'm going to speed up this clip a lot because when I tell you maybe it took me 15-20 minutes to finally come up with a bow that was halfway decent, something that I liked. It was with a lot of sweat and tears, I'm not going to lie. But it came out good in the end, and since this is a Halloween kind of not have to be perfect vibe, this was the perfect bow for me to make. I attached the bow to the stand and I positioned his little head, and I think he looks awesome. Let me know what you think in the comments.